Greetings and salutations, and I know I made a weird Hearthstone video yesterday, but here's the thing. They've changed some cards within the time when I recorded, actually. And I uploaded the video yesterday, well, scheduled it to upload yesterday. But prior to that, I recorded it 3 days prior. So I recorded it all on one night. Now, they've changed some cards, specifically the Egg of Kelos. The Egg of Kelos now says with Taunt. So now you have a 2020 Taunt. But does it matter? Well, maybe. Maybe not. The idea is still the same. This is the gimmick deck that I built to try to basically blow up, to get the egg out, blow it up a whole bunch, and then when there was one thing left on it to make the 2020 taunt, you hit it with the old bat mask and then blow them all up with like black hole or something. Or domino effect, doing damage across your entire board, or even something like Hellfire. And there's a lot of big removal in the game. Obviously, things like Brawl, Black Hole itself, the whole Death Knight combo, where they put out Pyromancer and they hit it with Poisonous. Equality Consecrate. So there's a lot of ways to remove it. So I'm trying to think, is there another thing I could do to this deck that would add value? And I thought really long and hard on it, and my idea is, what if I removed things like the Fractured Power, the Hellfire, and put in the quest. So if I put in the quest, it might actually work. But I would have to put in other cards with it, like Cursed Catacombs. So what else am I going to drop for the Cursed Catacombs? So that would give me that would give me more than 5 temporary cards. So drop one Demonic Assault and one Domino Effect. And throw in 2 Cursed Catacombs. We're going to try to do this and get extra value that way. Do I have one Bat Mask? I do have one Bat Mask. Okay. So this is where it's going to come into play, is now I can use the Cursed Catacombs to fetch the card I want. I also made this Value Warrior deck. It's not quite there yet. It uses Muldara, Ham the Hungry. I might want to put Dracorex in it, but it's also using Food Fight, and it also uses Yasandra. So the thing is to try to build a massive board multiple times between the Muldara Spores and Yasandra being summoned out either through Food Fight or through natural means. Of course, it's got Hydration Station, so you bring back all your taunts. But we'll see how that one plays out. I'm not 100% certain on it just yet. It didn't work very well earlier. It went 0-3. In fact, all the games I played today didn't pan out very well.
Versus Tyrande.
Give me strength.
All shall tremble.
Not those. Now, the plus side is you can always have something like Drained Soul or Ultraless Cavern to stick around for, like, removal for the opponent. And that's okay. Like I was saying, Priest is fine. There's very few actual decks that I think are unfun. And one of the unfun play patterns is actually Paladin. Like, it's really unfun. And the other one is Death Knight. And of course, I've already mentioned this. Oh, Dragon Priest. Zarimi. It'd be kind of interesting. Let's see how that plays out. There's the Ooze. See, that's the exact thing I was talking about. See, now I can Eternal Layover, destroy them all on one turn. That's one board clear, and I don't like doing that early, but you kind of have to.
Find me in the dream.
Oh yeah, that's definitely an Eternal Layover play. But you see, now that all the early board aggression's gone, I've got nothing. Like, quite literally nothing. Turn the volume down here. There we go. But, yeah, I commend them for playing Dragon Priest. It's not common. Oh boy, Imbu. I'm just so happy over that, can you tell? Ooh, like that. Reason I like that, I can Dissolving Ooze the Kalos, and then spit it on the Amalgam. You know, I do like Curse Volpera. I call him Curse Volpera, but Volpera Scoundrel. I really do like that card.
Elune, bring guidance.
That card needs to be nerfed again. You know what? We're gonna coin. Alright, I'm gonna take that. Maybe if he builds another big board, I can just destroy it again. With another Eternal Layover. I also like the Quest Location Warlock. That's a lot of fun. That's not something I want. Well, then again, it'll thin out his deck, but he'll have all of them at his disposal. Now I want to do that. Had he just left it alone, he'd have been perfectly fine. But no. I should have played. Will fetch me something. I could use my last health drink on that. I just need to prevent him from having a board when he plays Zarimi, that's all. Because if he has a board when he plays Zarimi, I'm dead. It just gives him an extra turn, and then I'm just dead. Dead on the spot. I do like Narain. Narain's too fancy. Really? Really, dude? Gotta be that guy? Well, cheers. Let's see what we got. Ah, none of that helps. I'll take this. I'm just trying to, like I said, just trying to stay ahead on board. That's it. I mean, I take 8 damage here. That's fine. I still have health drinks. I can destroy the dragon. Maybe I could play Dark Marrow. Get 2 8/8s with Rush. That's different. Now I can't do that. Well, that helps. And then we'll do this. Perfect.
Follow the flutter wings.
God, I hate that card.
Follow the flutter wings.
You have no idea how much that card just irritates me. It doesn't need... Wow. Another in the range Sooth Fancy. Really, dude? Like, the amount of high roll this guy already has. You know what? Ain't doing that.
Druids of Azeroth, gods of the wild, the dream.
I'm just falling behind further and further. So, is what it is, I guess.
Stars and skies are my domain.
This guy's and his high rolls. Can you believe this? You seeing this? Here we go. What did he pull?
Let's set the mood.
This is just insane. There's one.
A recurring dream.
Now he's gonna play Zarimi.
Follow the flutter wings.
Nope.
Petal and thorn.
He's gonna imbue until his eyes bleed, apparently. Oh. You know what they need to bring back?
Cannot exist without the dark.
Psychic Scream. He's only holding a dragon. One dragon. Do that. We can do that. And then that. Give me more cards. Also damages minions to whoever this attacks. Oh, that's a smart copy. That was a really smart copy. I like that. There was a fine use of Funhouse Mirror.
Petal and thorn.
Get prepared to hear those cards for the next 2 years, folks. Well, that's the problem with Standard. I don't know if that was wise.
Keep your thoughts to yourself.
Is that really wise? Oh, nope. Of course he got something that's hard removal.
Don't keep your thoughts to
And he got another one.
Finally, I can rest in peace.
Now everything costs 1. This is where I lose. So here goes Fortune, Fortune, and it's going to be big stuff, and then Zarimi, and then he swings next turn, I'm dead. He's got exactly this turn to do it.
Don't keep your thoughts to yourself.
Light Bomb. Moonwell?
I should have taken
Nope.
a vacation ages ago.
Yep. And Zarimi.
Sorry, Gleesulker.
Oh, he doesn't have Zarimi.
Sorry, Gleesulker. I am working.
Ow. How do I want to do this? Oh, like this. Saw that coming. You know what? We're gonna do it. There's spitting bones on the amalgam. I don't think many people thought of that. Talk about high roll. Anyone? Anyone want to talk about the high roll right there? Anyone at all?
The future is clear. Your demise be near.
Again, the high roll. Anyone want to talk about the high roll? So we'll go like this. Then we'll go like this. Then we'll go like this. Yeah, I'd be worried. He doesn't know about the bat mask, though. Because once he knows about the bat mask, it's just bat mask, kill my stuff, and then laugh at it. Oh. That's also problematic. That doesn't help me. I mean, it kind of does. But it also kind of doesn't. How many of those things did I shuffle into his deck? Like 7? Recurring dream, more like a giant nightmare. Yeah, he's gonna pick the spell. Watch it be light bomb. He's just gonna go face. And then oh, he picked a minion for 1. It's gotta be Raza the Unchained.
The path is clear.
Okay, that one. That'll work. Alright, let's see what we got here. What we got? That helps. Not a lot, but it helps. He wins. I didn't have a way to kill the eggs. I didn't get the egg early enough. A lot of things didn't fall into place. That and you just can't beat infinite value with this gimmick. Like the priest infinite value and the fact that he high rolled legitimately everything. I didn't want to get into it. Like high rolled the bones out of my hand, high rolled the drained soul. Oh great, another one. Let me guess, another imbue priest.
Give me strength.
All shall tremble.
Not a fan of the consume. He says without knowing anything. Had I had the consumes earlier, that would have given me extra life, but it wouldn't have helped anything. No way I would have won. It's one of 2 types of priest lately. It's either imbue priest or fishing priest. Nobody's playing quest priest right now. Because it's just too slow. Like, Quest Priest is just too slow. If there was a way to make Quest Priest a little bit quicker, I think people would actually do it and enjoy it. I know that they buffed it and made it like you only have to play like 4 of each spell, but that's still, you're playing 8 spells. And it's like, where are you gonna get the spells? Unless you're doing a lot of spell generation, you're not gonna have it, so. It's problematic to say the very least. Oh, it's Protoss Priest. Okay. Key difference is I'm not afraid to sacrifice my minion. And here it comes. Actually, he's going to play that, like, turn 6, and that's going to be Resuscitate. He's going to get all of his little guys back, and then his motherships are only going to cost, like, 2. I thought about changing up the old elemental deck for Shaman and using Brawl Searstone. I wonder how that works. That'll be an interesting idea. You know what? Let's just go with this. You know, why not? I have an idea for a Shaman deck, and I'm gonna build it after I make this. After I win and or lose this video. Listen to me, this game. If I lose this game, it doesn't matter. If I win this game, it doesn't matter. What I'm going to do after this video, not after this video, because I'm going to videotape me making this Shaman, and I have an idea, and I'm going to play it once. Because I'm curious to see the interaction. Brahma Searstone says your elementals do 1 extra damage. Brahma costs 3, I believe. Now, Umbra says Battle Cry, your next whatever minions. Ew. None of these are good. None of these are good at all. Actually, wait. Disregard. This is very good. There we go. It's not gonna matter. He's probably got something to. He's probably got Void Ray or something like that, and he could just trade into the 8/4 or trade into the 4/4 because he doesn't want to leave that up. I also don't have a whole lot of cards that I can throw away in this deck. That's not like the Quest Location Warlock. Quest Location Warlock, you could just you just look at your cards, you're looking at your hand, you're like, nah, I don't want that, and just throw it away. So they need to bring back Defile. I really hope they rotate that. I really, really hope that they can rotate that into standard. Yep. 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 Saw it coming. Told you. And he's going to kill the 4/4. Let me tell you. He played that wrong, though. How he played it wrong is he should have hallucinated the... He should have buffed and then hallucinated while they still had Divine Shield, because then his second would have still had Divine Shield. Ah, they're back. Look at that. Trade. Double trade. What can I say? I know what I'm talking about. Alright, so we're going to do this. So that we can play... Do this. We could do this.
Annihilation commencing.
Matter, because now he's going to kill my 8-2. Probably going to do it with the lifesteal so he can get extra life, and he's going to have those two hanging around. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Big brain. He's also going to play his one of his motherships probably next turn. That doesn't matter. None of that matters. He's definitely gonna mothership next round. He's got to. He's got nothing else. Actually, wait a tick. Let's do this. Then this. Then this. What do we got? Really don't want to play it, but I will. That's the only problem with that card. You have to play it that turn. Didn't want to, but kind of had to. Giving a minion 1/3 isn't bad. I could put that on the other one. Oh! It's Protoss Hunter Priest. Summon the other 1/1. Reminds me of that song. That's an option. Yeah, we'll do that. Put that on you. And then do this. And Mothership. Nope, he's going to search for him. Now Mothership.
We are the voice of iron.
Wow. Can't say I'm shocked. Oh. And he's got elusive. Shocker. Well, I have nothing.
You have my revenge.
Protoss Priest, everyone. Isn't it lovely? Isn't it just the best? Don't you love it? Kind of sad when that's how it gets. You can sit there and quite literally figure out exactly what's going to happen before it even happens. So what do we need over here? We need Turbulus. No, I don't need Turbulus. Turbulus is a bad idea. Goodbye, Turbulus. Thought I needed Turbulus. I don't. Shutter Block is a definite. Absolutely need Shutter Block. I don't need Hagatha. Or Hagatha. I need the locations. Draw a Battlecry minion, it costs 1 less. I need that. Fairy Tale Forest. Now I need Bell. That help deal 3 damage to his minion and freeze. Bralma. Lava Flow's not bad. Look at the Fire Hawk, huh? Sizzling Cinder's an elemental, and then nobody else has any. Well, that one has. Do I really wanna? No. That's a maybe on the Flight of the Firehawk. We'll think about it. Meltamental. Wouldn't be bad. Might do Baking Soda Volcano too. Give me a second. Sizzling Swarm is a guarantee. I need that in my life. I might want to run Meteor Storm just for the board clear. But probably not. Baking Soda Volcano is plenty of a board clear and it gives me health back. Lightning Storm is fine. I'll deal with the Overload. Take those. And I will take a couple of pop-up books. Who's that? Tor Totem. The end of your turn, get a random minion with multiple minion types. That sounds fun. So long as it doesn't have a death rattle. That's the problem. You can notice I'm avoiding things that are death rattles. That's on purpose. Jinyu Water Speaker, restoring 6 health. Not really worth it, is it? I don't think so. Earth Elemental, 7/9 taunt for 5. It gives, obviously, Overload. Spirits of the Forest is good. I might have to run that. I might have to run Meteor Storm. Or other spells. Let me just look back over here. Hold on a second. Lightning Bolt. You know what? We'll even throw Lock On in there. Oh, and then for funsies, we'll throw in Taka. We'll even name it Funsies. Now, there's a test. I want to see if the death rattles from my cinders, because they're elementals, right? When I battle cry those out with Umbra. So the Umbra battle cry comes in, Umbra then procs the death rattles of all the minions that died this game. So what I want to see is how does that play? Right? I want to see if the ones that I get from that death rattle proc actually cause 1 extra damage with Bralma on the field. So, if you catch what I'm saying, if you don't, I'll try to elaborate better. Because I know that when the elemental dies and they get when the elemental dies and they do the death rattle, yes, they'll have that elemental. They'll have that 1 extra damage, right? I'm talking if I play Bralma and then I play into the
This ship would fall apart without me.
Magatha there or whatever her name is. If I play can't even think of her name now. Umbra. And Endbringer Umbra. If I battle cry her out with Shutter Block and she does those massive amounts of whatever, I want to see if that does it. You know what? This is going to upset him. Yeah, prevents him from shuffling, and it prevents him from getting repeatable Hydra. No, I wonder. I wonder how that goes. We'll see. Give me a Battlecry minion. Okay, Taka's not it. I forgot a damage. Oh, I'm an idiot. Disregard. I left a damage on the table. That only counts for one card. One shuffle. There's nothing. There's another shuffle. Saw that coming. Deal 3 damage to a minion and 1 damage to its neighbors. Deal 3 damage to a minion and freeze its neighbors. Neither. Wolves. Really? You're gonna be that guy. There's Shutter Block. That'll be fun, won't it? Shutter Block this turn into Taka next turn? Wait. Wait, hold up. Yeah, we'll do that. That sounds like fun. So we Taka next turn and put all the stats on Taka. This is gonna be fun. Not normally what I do, but I'll take it. I could also do this. Slide Claw out, get all the Sizzling Cinders. That'll be fun, wouldn't it? Awesome. Now you can play, whatever, Master Dusk. And get your little Ninja Turtles.
The shrouded shells send our regard.
Excuse me, mister, but you've got some Ninja Turtles to deal with. Nice. Nice. Well, I'm leaning now toward the Slag Claw direction. Ooh, you love to see it. Yeah, we'll do it. Now, when these 4 die, I get damage on face, but I also get these Death Rattle procs, and then I can test the whole theory out. Wow, you coined out a Furyk the Blazing. That's fun. And none of them went to Furyk. Awesome. Nice. Of course it went to the face. Yep. Of course it cleared my board. Of course it goes face. Okay, yep. Yep, of course he gives maximized damage. High rolls everything. Quite literally high rolls literally everything. Ooh. And there's Umbra. So, okay. Here you go. Machine Gun Umbra. That's fun. I love Umbra like that. But I still didn't figure out if it worked that way with Brahma Searstone. What are the chances that he gets a hero card that saves his life? Like, I'm seriously... Are you for real right now? Okay, so we do this, and then we do this, and then we do this, 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 and then this. And you got a Ham the Hungry off Dark Gift. Random Dark Gift, might I add. And a random Jiraxis off of the Academic Espionage. Like, how lucky... Like, is anybody seeing this luck? Is anybody seeing the luck I have here? Not exactly the same.
Find me in the dream.
Doesn't help you. Still doesn't help you.
Heads or shells.
Awesome. Deal 3 damage. Summon that many sizzling cinders. Like, really? I didn't even get to check the whole Brahma Searstone interaction. Wait a minute. I could check it some other time, but it isn't going to be on the video, though. So if anybody wants to check this interaction, please do, as I couldn't get it. But interaction is, if I play Brahma Searstone, says elementals deal 1 extra damage, and then I play Umbra, which triggers the 5 death rattles, and it death rattles the cinders. Do each of these cinders do 2 damage instead of 1? If so, let me know. Because I couldn't get it to work. And the reason I couldn't get it to work is because I didn't have Brahma and Umbra. But it's fun, because again, it's one of those things that they don't expect, and then all of a sudden they're just getting... I didn't even have 5 cinders die. I only had 4. If I had the 5th, that rogue would have been probably toast, because that would have been another 5 cinders times 3. That's 5 cinders times 3 is 15. And then times 2 damage is 30. And the rogue would have been alive with 3 health. Yeah, 3 health. Because he would have had... He had 26 and Fearic had 7. So you're looking at a maximum of 33. Yeah, he'd have had 3 health. If I had another Cinder die, he'd have only had 3 left. So yeah, it's fun. I like this funsies thing. I really like it. It's fun. Neri's fun. Like, for anybody that needs deck ideas, I'm going to tell you this right now. So if you watch so far and you want some deck ideas that are a lot of fun to do and they don't take a whole lot of dust, obviously not this one, because this one takes a lot of dust. Because you need to have Brahma, Shutterblock, Taka, and Umbra. Umbra you get for free when you get a pack. If you didn't sign on during the Ungoro, you get a pack. You get Umbra for free. Or if you buy a pack of Ungoro, you get Umbra for free. Taka is out of the mini set, so this is going to need a lot of dust. Now, if you don't want to do that, you can always run the Neri deck, Niall, Neri, and Grifta. You don't need Brawl and Ysera. That's these are kind of my little for fun. Barret Codabane is uncraftable, I believe. So you get him. So once you unlock all that, you can get that. So Niall and these other ones, yes, that takes quite a bit. It's a fun deck. It's a little bit costly on the dust. Quest location. Your biggest thing is going to be Escape the Underfell. Bob the Bartender is uncraftable. So you can earn Bob the Bartender. You don't necessarily need Dark Marrow, though it does help to do the Horizon's Edge. Kill Jaden, I believe, is craftable. So this one does have a bit of a, somewhat of a high dust requirement too. Burn Rogue doesn't really have any, because you don't need Grifta. and Zephyrus is not a necessity either. So Zephyrus and Grifta are not needed. You could just as easily supplant this with like Thistle Tea set or something like that, where you can get extra damage, or even Explode Nears. You don't think it's much, but Explode Near, you're putting 5 damage into their deck. That when they draw it, it goes boom. And if you can keep Explode Near alive, it's even better. But the majority of this deck is you just burn them from hand. You get a dark gift, you get your Cinder Sword, get 4 attack, combo some stuff out. You can Lucky Comet. Now the Lucky Comet's fun because you can Lucky Comet into SI7 Agent, which does 6 damage, and you could go face. Or you can Lucky Comet and you can generate, it's a 5 mana one. It's actually a really fun card. Not 5 mana, I had one, sorry. 4 mana. Neferset Weaponsmith. Because Lucky Comet says the next combo card, the next combo minion you play procs twice. You can get Neferset Weaponsmith, and now you get 4 attack on a weapon. And with all the weapons in the game, it says from another class. You just take a look at all the weapons you have from another class, and you're looking at, you can get the Warrior's Fiery War Axe, which that would be a 7/2. You could get Bulwark of Azzinoth, which could be again another. It could be a 6/1 or no, a 5/4. You could get Axe of the Forefathers, it'd be 6 damage. Boom Wrench, and it can be another 7 damage. And that's just from Warrior alone. You could even get the Rye Cleaver. Now, it's not going to give you the Slice of Bread, I don't think. Well, maybe it will. Not sure if you can get the Staff of the Endbringer. Not sure if you can get this. It is a weapon, but I don't know if it's locked, so you might not be able to get that one, but it's possible. You can get Soulbreaker, but any of the weapons, right? Neferset Weaponsmith is a very underrated card, in my opinion. It's a good card. But Burn Rogue is dirt cheap to make. Your most expensive cards are going to be like Lucky Comet, Mixologist. But you don't need Grifta, you don't need Zephyrus. The rest of these are just kind of commons, uncommons. Prep is uncraftable, so you unlock those. So again, this one, Burn Rogue, is a lot of fun. You could play it. Oh, that's a great deck to play. If you do have some dust and it's burning a hole in your pocket, Quest Location's a ton of fun. Nobody ever expects to get like full broadsided by a whole bunch of, Horizon's Edge. Nobody expects that. The gimmick needs a little work. The Agamagan deck, Agamagan, if you can get the scam where you can actually get Puppet Master Dorian and Cursed Catacombs and you get it to pull the Agamagan, or Agamagan as it's actually called, but everybody calls it Agamagan. If you can get that, yeah, you could totally, pop off. But at the same time, you can just run it out, and this has enough control in it, and you can get Agamagan. Or, my personal favorite, you wait until way later, and then you end up getting Dorian, and use Xavius. Like on 9, you go Dorian into Xavius. Xavius finds you, like, Bob the Bartender, and then you play Bob the Bartender and get Agamagan, and you get 3 copies. Because you play the 1 mana Bob the Bartender on 10. So you play, on 10, you play Dorian into Xavius, into Bob, into Agamagan, into just watching them burst into flames from all of the life lost from Agamagan. But if you have a lot of dust burning a hole in your pocket, great deck to do it with. Solarium is uncraftable, so you could technically run this in Quest Warlock if you're brave enough. Because you have to pay 1 for this and then hope you're drawing a low amount of cards. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of fun deck ideas out there. This one's a really high win percent deck. It's, you play Flight of the Firehawk and it draws you the stuff you need. The whole Speaker Taka is my little spin on it with Shutterblock. That's my little spin. But you're supposed to play Hag of the Fabled and get Nebula. And then you're supposed to basically Shutterblock out the Nebula, do Wish Upon a Star, or you get your Zilliax Deluxe, and it's just you win through value. It's a value shaman deck. It's great. This value deck needs a little bit of work. It just continuously builds a board repeatedly. I need to work on it a little bit more. I've got another idea that I'm kind of wanting to work on, and I'll just say right now that it is simply just a warrior deck. I will leave it at that, and I will let you wonder what it is. I will say this. I'll give you a hint, and if you can guess what it is from the hint, great. It utilizes this. Utilizes that. And with that hint, I will say it's not Starship Warrior. But it utilizes that. If you can figure it out, leave it in the comments. At any rate, I hope you enjoyed this video. Shame I couldn't get certain things to work. Shame I couldn't get other things to work either. But it's a lot of fun. I mean, this is what I like to do. I like to shake it up and play decks that are not meta. I like to think things through and go, well, wait a minute, this is an idea. What if I did this? And play something that's offbeat. Why? That's the fun in Hearthstone. The fun in Hearthstone is not found in grinding all the way to Legend. For those that say that's the fun in Hearthstone, you might want to get a new hobby. Just a little bit. Because if you notice, all the people that grind to Legend in Hearthstone get bored. But making fun decks like this one that I've got this concept up here, or the other one that I showed, the Shaman deck, or even the other one that's the Gimmick deck. Doing fun decks like that, that's what Hearthstone's about. Having some fun with it. Now, I hope everybody enjoyed this video, because I know I did. I hope everybody has a fantastic evening, a wonderful tomorrow, and as always, have a good one.